Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey. You guys are rocking with me on Mike's Intellectual Corner. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a science reaction to Melodysheep's The Secret History of the Moon. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this one. I'm actually pretty excited myself. So without further ado, please don't forget to check out my short series, Today in History. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys.
As primeval man watched the moon in the night sky, it became to him an object of curiosity. In legend, he tells the story of an old man who, while digging, discovered a small, shiny object.
Now, real quick, too, I know there's two, I'm pretty sure, really popular theories. Obviously, our very, very popular theory of how the moon was created is the collision theory of, I believe the planet was called Theia or something like that. That was in our same orbit, and we pretty much crashed into us, and then we got our moon. And the other one is that they formed together. That theory. Those are the two ones that I'm familiar with. I'm sure that this one has some more since it's a secret. But let's go ahead and get into it, though, guys.
Man who, while digging, discovered a small, shiny object. As he held it in his hands, it grew and grew, and finally escaped into the sky to become a moon. This is the moon that saw life begin on Earth millions of years ago.
And just real quick too, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I noticed that he said, for generations we've looked at the moon and wondered, this or that. And I'm just, for me, I always think back to thinking to myself, the moon, and this is probably a dumb thought, but the moon has been here since the beginning. I mean, it's been able, and obviously it's not a living thing, but you never know. It's been here to see the earth and us grow from literally nothing into these bustling cities. Like, that has to be the craziest, lifespan, if you think about it, to be able to watch life grow from infancy into what it is today. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a cool thought, that's all.
Stones from across the night. By making ourselves very small, perhaps we will see what these rocks have seen. And remember,
I always used to marvel at that, because I think whenever I was younger, I used to have a little meteorite that I would always keep around. And the biggest thing that always drew me to it, though, it wasn't even the fact that it was from outer space, which is so crazy to me to think about now. It's just the fact that it was millions, even possibly billions of years old. And I'm just thinking, like, this thing was around before the Earth was even, created. Like, that always used to trip me out. Even when I was like 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, crazy thought to think, that's all. Let's get back into it, guys.
By making ourselves very small, perhaps we will see what these rocks have seen, and remember back those billions of years.
Over decades now, geochemists have been measuring lunar samples and Earth samples and found that the chemical signatures of the two are identical in a very special way, and that the elemental isotopes of the two bodies are identical.
Now I know I said that it was vaporized away, but I feel like a good support that them finding the same material on both the moon and Earth could be also a good indication for both theories of they both came up in the same, they just came up together, or it was a collision. Because even when it vaporized, that could be vaporization from one of the major one of our major kill-off situations. I'm having such a brain fart right now. I can't think of it. You guys know what I'm trying to say. But that could have been one of the asteroid hitting, or the flood basalt event that happened in Russia that caused a major killing of a whole bunch of people. I cannot think of that word of what I'm trying to think of. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, though. Let's go ahead and get back into it, though, guys. Also, a real quick thought. Now, with Thea being on our same path, I feel like one or two things happen. Either A, we're both orbiting in the same Goldilocks zone, which means if there was enough room, possibly do you think there could have been life that could have formed on Thea also, since it was in that habitable zone? Or my second thought is, what if our planet Earth didn't start off in the habitable zone, in the Goldilocks zone, but it was actually like right outside of it, and Thea pretty much the force pushed us into the zone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get back into it, though, guys. guys imagine, and like say, on the Hubble telescope, or that one telescope that's in Hawaii that's on top of that really tall point? Do you guys think that we might be able to see, and maybe even our own galaxy in a faraway solar system? Do you guys think that we might be able to see something like this, kind of up close, not up close, but in a sense up close and essentially in person, and see in kind of a slow motion type of way this actually unfolding out? That'd be really amazing, honestly, to see, especially if we can get pictures like of the black hole and stuff like that. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. But let's keep going with this.
The theory can explain so many things about the moon, but it has a huge flaw. It predicts that the moon is mostly made from the Mars-sized planet, that the Earth and the moon are made from different materials. But that's not what we see. The Earth and the moon are actually like identical twins. The genetic code of planets is written in the isotopes of the elements. The Earth and moon have identical isotopes. That means that the Earth and moon are made from the same materials.
But if they formed on the same orbital plane, wouldn't they still be able to have the same material? Because they're forming from the same gas materials. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking enough into it. Let me know in the comments, though, guys. Let's keep going. I'm not gonna lie, that would be a really crazy hypothesis, honestly, to think that we at one point the Earth was just such a radioactive ticking time bomb that it literally spinning just. But with this hypothesis, wouldn't that mean that the moon should still have some radioactive elements on it? You would think. I don't know though, because that was a really long time ago. So we just have to check the half-life on these on that element, which I still feel like it's really long though, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see.
What do you do when faced with the unknown? Question everything.
Plus, wouldn't that also mean that especially if it had that much uranium in it to where it literally exploded, would that also mean that the sun, especially the sun, and I'm sure it does, it has a whole bunch of elements in it, but I'm just not that in tuned in my astronomy to know, but wouldn't that also have to mean that the sun and all the other planets would have to be very uranium or some type of radioactive element heavy as well? Which means that our entire freaking solar system is would feel like just a big ticking time bomb, but maybe it is. Who knows? All right, let's get back into it, guys.
Everything. We were making the mistake of thinking that a planet was always going to look like a planet. The giant impact was making something completely new. Energy from the impact vaporizes the surface, the water, the atmosphere, and mixes all of the gases together in just a few hours. The Earth would have been like Jupiter. There's nothing to stand on.
You know what's crazy about this though too? That's also saying that us as humans, as animals, and all this other stuff came from that at one point. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're made of. Pretty crazy to think about. Let's get back into it though, guys.
Jupiter. There's nothing to stand on. A synestia gives us a new way to solve the problem of the origin of the moon. The moon grew from magma rain that condensed out of the rock vapor. The moon could have orbited inside the synestia.
I feel like it might take twice as long for our Earth to form from, which is essentially 100% gas. So you think, I don't know, because obviously there's a reason why this hasn't happened to Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, you know what I'm saying, our gas giants, why they haven't compacted into a hard surface or a extraterrestrial surface. So would they have taken like twice as long, like way longer than what we originally thought, you think? Let's back into it though, guys.
The moon could have orbited inside the synestia for years, hidden from view, revealed by the synestia cooling and shrinking inside of its orbit. The synestia turns into Earth only after cooling for hundreds of years longer. The moon's special connection to Earth is because the moon formed inside the Earth when Earth was a synestia. Synestias have been created throughout the universe.
If it formed inside the Earth, then wouldn't that also have to mean that there was some type of event that pushed the young moon outside of the Earth so that it wouldn't get entrapped and become a core, you think? Because I feel like there would have to be something that had some type of force around it, not just gravity. I don't know. Let's get back into it though, guys.
Created throughout the universe. We only just realize that by finding them in our imagination. What else am I missing? What is hidden from my view by my own assumptions?
To me, a really big mystery of the moon will forever be the dark side of the moon. Because, and obviously, I feel like we can go on Google and search it up and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's the dark side of the moon, and it's trapped in its is facing one way its entire billion lifespan. So it's just always kind of that mystery. Like, we can't actually see it. We can just take pictures of what people show us. You know, it's just one of those things. I don't know. Let's get back into it, though, guys. Could you guys just imagine looking up randomly into the sky and you're able to make out like little orangish reddish lines coming out because that's a volcanic eruption on our moon? I mean, I think obviously a lot of people, because it would become so average that people would kind of take it for granted, but that would be so amazing to see. Like if we had Io up there, you know what I'm saying, and you can just see the different things, that'd be so amazing. But just dreaming here. Let's get back into it, though, guys. Just looking at it and thinking to yourself, damn, even though 3 million billion years have passed in your life, you're the best is yet to come. You're going to be the only Earth or the only planet in as far as anyone can see with blue oceans and life and everything. It's just so amazing to think about. Let's get my corny asses back on this though. See, that statement right there, I feel like is the reason why so many people believe in just the fact that we might be just the only living things in the universe's existence, because so many people really take this for granted. So many little and insignificant and very important things had to go right for us to be here. One misstep, one slip up, anything. You know what I'm saying? One of our past ancestors didn't make it across a branch and accidentally died and didn't procreate. Done. You know, just little things like that. And, you know, who knows? We might be stuck as one little mislip, and we might be stuck as still single cell organisms. You know what I'm saying? Or we might not exist at all. You know, the Earth might be a barren rock, like everywhere else that we see in the universe. That's so common. So it's really eerie to think about how lucky we are in this world, in this universe. Really, let's get back into it though, guys. I've talked enough. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and stop it right there. Yeah, so like he was saying, it's up to us. It will be up there for obviously a crap ton of our lifespans, but at the end of the day, we also have to remember it is traveling away from us. I want to say like 2 kilometers every second or every day or something like that. It's not that much when you really think about it, but at the same time, you can fit every single planet in our entire solar system between us and the moon. So it is getting very far away from us. So we really don't have that much time. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me again. I really do enjoy doing these videos. I kind of want to put these a little bit closer, but I have so many dang historical series going on that you gotta fit them in when they come in. But I do appreciate you guys joining me. Please, if you guys like the content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out my series, Today in History. I almost kind of want to create another series, short series, something scientific, but that has to come later in mind because that already took me a while to think about. But again, thank you guys again for joining me on Michael's Intellectual Corner. I'll see you guys when I see you. I'm out. Peace.